Hi, welcome back to my videos. I just wanted to tell you about this video. I wanted to not make it anything technical, but I wanted to show you what is possible with different tools, tutorials, and AI when creating a website or two or three or maybe four like I have done. So in this video, I will show you the output of my work and kind of give you an idea how I did them. I was interested in doing a blog site just for some practice with Python and some more programming experience. And what I came across was Google Sites. It's a site that Google has where you can have a free website, and basically all you had to need was a domain name, which I paid for through Google. I still own it. I think they switched over to another site for the domain management, but I went to Google Sites and created a blog site, and it was very difficult because I had to use their blog code or their blog service, and I wasn't too crazy about it. I tried others. So what I thought was, I'd like to try that on my own, see if I could do my own blog site and still keep the Google site. If you're interested in trying the Google site, though, it's a very good, easy site if you want to display pictures, put text up, and you can have many pages, sub-pages, and it's a real easy way to develop a good website, and it doesn't cost you very much except for a domain name, which you can get for probably $10 or less. So take a look at Google Sites, and as I mentioned, I just didn't like the way the blog site worked out for me. I have been subscribed to John Elder's codemy.com website, which is a site where he has many courses and tutorials and books and things. Once you join up, you can have access to any of his things on his website. Well, I decided probably for me, with a little research, the best way for me to do a website, which would be with the Flask framework using Python code. And John Elder on codemy.com had a course, a Flask course to create a website, a blog site actually. So that was a perfect match for what I wanted to do. I had an extra Raspberry Pi 4 actually that I was thinking of something I could do with it, and I said, well, maybe I could try a web server. So what I did, I used the Flask blog site that I built with the codemy.com tutorial, and I put the website on my Raspberry Pi server. I created a server and was able through DuckDNS, the DNS site, a free DNS site I could get to handle my website on the outside internet. So I set it up so that DuckDNS will go right to my home website server on my Raspberry Pi. After some experience with my blog site or my website on my Raspberry Pi, I thought, well, let me try a bigger website. I told my wife I could put together a nice website for her, but this time, using some of the things I already had, some of the code, I decided to use AI and see what AI could do with the website. So I put together the prompt that you see and fed it to Grok, and Grok came back with the Python code in Flask framework for a whole website right to my specs that I asked for it in my prompt. Of course, there was some tweaking I had to do with it afterwards to add some things and change some things, but I pretty much took that code and used it and had very little problems running it. So here is the website that I created with Grok and AI and my specs. Of course, I had to design it. I had to know what I wanted ahead of time, and like I said, I tweaked some of it, but it turned out to be a really nice, solid site, and I got a domain name, adelscrafts.com, and it's being served on Namecheap, which is a very good website server site and very good prices. So here it is, adelscrafts.com. Maybe you can go visit it and take a better look at it and see how it looks for real online. I thought about my server on the Raspberry Pi, and I had the one website running on there through DuckDNS, and then I thought, well, I wonder if I could run a second server. So what I did, I took a copy of my wife's website, adelscrafts.com, and I set it up on DuckDNS and put it on my Raspberry Pi. It was pretty easy to do with GUnicorn and Nginx. I pretty much duplicated the code from those two and just changed a few things and added it to the Raspberry Pi, and now I have a second site for my wife's website. If in the event that we want to move it there permanently, I can also point her adelscrafts.com through the DuckDNS server right to the Raspberry Pi instead of hosting it on Namecheap. So this is what it looks like on the Raspberry Pi. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I wish that you would check out all 4 of my websites just to see what they look like live. I didn't want to put a lot of technical information in this. Hopefully I didn't. But if you'd like to know more about how I did some of the things in this video, send me a comment and maybe I can do another video showing some of that information. We have the main website is adelscrafts.com, It is a selling site, but we don't have any credit cards or anything connected. It's only check only, and I guess my wife will take PayPal if requested, but the shipping costs seem to be so high nowadays for what my wife would make on the little items that she would sell. Somehow it doesn't make sense, but it is a good place for her to display her items that she does create. So again, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you'll see all our other videos, and subscribe, like, whatever, if you like. Please comment. Let me know what else you would like to see after watching this video. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, and bye.